anti-gravity worth the hype? Follow me through in this video, then I'll let you know at the end. So what's anti-gravity? Anti-gravity is just like an IDE, an integrated development environment, mainly to just create software. So just to put it in simple terms, it's just a space where software engineers would use normally to write code, right? But what's different about anti-gravity is that it's not just the UI interface. It's not just a space to write code. It's a space to tell an agent to do something and it carries it out. So mainly, anti-gravity comes with like a 3-in-1 package. You have like the browser, the editor, and the agent manager itself. So mainly the editor is the normal IDE. The browser is just like Google, obviously, since it was created by Google, right? Then the agent manager is just like something, having like a ChatGPT inside anti-gravity. And thinking about it again, I feel like it's similar to Lovable, because on Lovable, you just give it a prompt, telling it what you want, and it just, start working. The agent start working to create what you want. So I don't know where Lovable is with anti-gravity now, mainly. But if you guys know better, please write it in the comment section. So mainly, let's go straight into it. I need to create agentic workflows, like maybe automations, depending on whatever you want to use it for. But in this particular tutorial, I'll be taking you through how to use it to create like a normal web app, right? No backend APIs, nothing, just a normal web app. So follow me through. If you would want a more sophisticated video, please let me know in the comment section. So mainly this was what I created with Antigravity, an e-commerce platform with a floating chart here where users or customers tend to ask questions about the products, any products at all listed on the site. So let's just get straight into the tutorial. So mainly, if you've not downloaded Antigravity at all on your system, all you need to do is just head on Google and type antigravity.google, then hit this download button, especially if you are using Windows or Linux. But if you use Mac OS, just click on this download button here, then follow through with the onboarding process. If you want to use the agent strictly, I would advise that while you are going through the onboarding process, you click on always proceed. I'm going to attach a video to this that can guide you through all of that. So let me just go straight to Antigravity. So I've already opened it. This is the app on my PC. I've opened it, and mainly this is the interface. Quite intuitive, although it looks like VS Code when you have Git Copilot working on it. But I feel like it's still nice because anti-gravity doesn't just come with the IDE. It doesn't just come with an editor interface. It also comes with, an agent manager. It comes with a browser, and it comes with the IDE itself. So I feel like that's what just makes it stand out. So mainly you have the file explorer here, like you have on most IDEs. You have the search. You have this source control, Git control that can help you track changes, especially when you want to add your project or whatever change you've done on your project to GitHub, right? Or to GitHub mainly. Then you have the debugger here, the explorer, and this remote explorer, this extension rather. Then this button here, you can use it to switch between the editor and the manager. I just switched now. So at the moment we're in the agent manager, and what it does is just manage every single application that you have mainly. So yeah, I've worked on about 3 apps so far, and as you can see, it's just here, and I can just decide to go on any of it on this part, go on any of it, and just tell the agent to do something for me in this application, right? I can also decide to switch here again to the next one or this, or just decide to play mainly to see what the agent can do. And one thing you need to understand that it runs with different LLMs, large language model. So mainly here you have Gemini 3 Pro, Gemini 3 Pro Low, and every of it here. Although you have like you have a free period to try a lot of things. Should I call it period? No, it's actually free until you use it so much. So when you use it so much, you have to wait for a period of time, maybe like I think 5 to 6 days before you can use it again, right? Or when you try to use it to handle more than one task, using it to build more than one application at a time, it tends to like finish early and tells you, oh, let's continue in some other time, basically. Then you have like a setting button here. On this place, you can decide to set or configure your IDE just the way you want it, right? And this part here, you have the agent, so you can decide to make it strict mode. When you make it strict mode, it's more secure that you're not allowing the agent to do so much, right? It has to probably request access or will not do anything at all. Then you have this review policy where you can say, okay, before you do anything, always proceed. Let the agent decide, or you say request review. So this always proceed, right? Is that you're allowing the agent to do anything he wants to do, mainly. However, it doesn't mean you cannot quit or stop it at any time. You can do that also. Then for the terminal control too, if it wants to probably run a command, just like npm run dev or install anything like maybe in the node modules or whatever, right? This is where you can control it. At the moment, I kept it as request review so that I understand what it's installing on my terminal. But if you are not really into coding, you can just make it always proceed. So mainly you can edit anything you want to edit in your agent. You can give it any access you want to give it here. Then also you have the browser. Let's not forget one of the things that Antigravity gives to use, an agent manager, an editor, and the browser. So here too, you can also edit whatever you want on the browser. Enabling this means that it has access to run Google Chrome on your computer, right? But if you don't want this, you turn it off. Then you have the editor. This is just the normal IDE mainly. This is the normal IDE, and to edit it, you can just open this editor settings to edit it. So basically, that's just everything you need to know. Then for notifications, normal in-app notifications, you have to, allow it on your system. Then you have the tab also. Yeah, you can just reach through it. Then mainly your account, what is signed in mainly. So basically, this is just all you need to know about the agent settings. I'll just move back to, okay, yeah, I'll move back to the agent manager. Then I'll just put you through how to, create an app. So we've been talking since now it's time for us to practice. First off, let's open a new folder. So let's call this anti-gravity tutorial. Open it. Yes, I trust it. So mainly, since we are going to be using the agent to run everything, let's just use the agent manager. But before we use the agent manager, I would like us to edit some things so that, yeah, always proceed, so that I can allow the agent to just work and not disrupt this process while monitoring it. So yeah, I already have like a prompt for a particular app I want to build, a technical or a tech roadmap. So I'll just paste it in here. Something very simple without any backend or API calls. So you're a senior front-end engineer and product designer. Your task is to build a front-end only web application called blah 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 blah. So these are the constraints or the guardrails I gave it. This is the tech stack I want the agent to use. Then I gave it the purpose. Also, I gave it like UI requirements, UI flow. So it's very important that your prompt is really, really good enough for the agent to understand so that you don't end up buying tokens or doing something else or the agent creating what you don't expect. So always ensure that your prompt is very, very good. If you want me to give you a tutorial on how to write a perfect prompt, please put it on the comment section and I will do that. So mainly you can also switch to check through the agent model you want to use. For this particular task, I like us to use this model. Or let me see if I can just put it on an auto. Yeah. So let's just use clouds on it and go. So it's already generating, thinking, critical constraint, tags. So this is what happens. It just has to go through the prompt first and know what it's doing before it starts. So now it's giving me what the setup plan will look like. Initialize with 3 projects, blah, 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 blah. So it's integrating this already. Since I set it to always run, it doesn't have to ask me if it needs to install it before it installs it, right? So like as you can see here, always run, always run, always run. So it's just going to continue that way. No need for me to accept or decline anything. So we can see all that the agent is doing here. Agent is running terminal commands. It's showing us some things that might be issues, and it's choosing to go with Write Better instead. So let's just see how it goes. Now it's installing Pinia. That's the state management tool for Vue. So you just, if you are a developer, since when or if you are a developer, when you give the agent always run, ensure that you still at least check through to see what the agent is doing on your computer. I have trust issues with AI because it's important that we protect our data. So let's just watch it run. Then I'll give you an update later on. Also, don't forget, you can always switch to the editor if you don't want to monitor the agent. You can just click here, then you just see what's happening here also, right? Then you get to see some of the things that have been downloaded, the node modules, the public folder, the source file, right? And package.json, anything you want to see, right? Then also here, you can actually follow through with what the agent is doing. You can follow through basically. So let's just watch out to see what will happen. So it's going through this folder, analyze, it's going through this and saying now let's replace main.css with these directives. So it's working. So let's just see how it goes. As it's working, you would have to also accept the changes. I did this because I always want to monitor every single thing, and if there is a need for me to correct, I correct. But you don't have to do this. Just ensure that you give the agent total access, right? And it does every single thing it has to do for you. So yeah, let's still wait and come back. Now, this is the browser part of Antigravity where you tend to see what it's working on. I just gave it a permission just because of this tutorial. I'll probably remove it later. So you see, the agent is inspecting the browser to see what exactly it's building. And if there is any error, it corrects it. So far, our app is looking so nice. I don't want to interfere, but let me just try so you see what it says. Can you see agent controls disabled? So when I interact with what it's doing, that's what happens mainly. So let's just wait. It's already getting interesting and it's looking like what we want. So eventually when we are done, we're able to like preview every single thing from the beginning to the end. So as you can see, your app is now ready for users to generate personalized learning roadmaps for their tech career journey. Let's clap for it. That's just me being goofy. So now let's just check it out. So this is it. Just like I said, a heading of it here, then a summary. Choose career path. So let's just try front-end developer, experience level intermediate. Then let's generate. Wow, see what it gives to us. Just note that all this here are actually at go there. That's the back end. It's just a JSON file it's working with. Then it's saying, okay, you can go through this plan, your 30-day plan, do this, do this, do this, do that. Okay, not bad. Protect practice project, e-commerce and social media clone. That's cool. Then free learning resources. Oh wow, I can click on it actually. That's really, really nice. That's nice. Don't forget that the sample JSON file I gave to it did not contain all of this data. I asked it to modify it for more rows. So okay, I've already clicked on React Basics. So let's just check the last one, Front End Masters. Actually, it's actually good platforms to learn front end. Then let's check another one. Let's check for data analysis. Choose the experience level. Okay, it's only gave me for beginner. Still fine. Go through all of these. Python, blah, 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 blah. So I think the UI is just okay. You can also reset. I think the UI is okay. However, I also understand that if I want to enhance it, I can write a prompt. Probably if I have a preferred design, right? I can just can grab it in maybe Dribble or any of these UI platforms, right? Then I can just prompt it to do that for me. So for technical writer, this is what we have. So guys, that's just like an overall view of the app. So let's check if this is mobile responsive. Wow, it's actually mobile responsive. So this is just something basic, just for you to see what anti-gravity can do. And trust me, it can do way more than this. Like the app I showed you was an e-commerce site. I also built like a mobile application with it. I'm not still done with it then. But if you want me to do something more sophisticated end to end, please put it on the comment section so that I can do that. Also, if there is anything you want, probably the prompt I used or anything, let me know. Just chat me up and I'll answer you. Thanks, guys. Now that we are done, what do I think? I think anti-gravity is good. I think it's good. Yeah, but I don't really see any difference between this aside the browser and the what's it called, the agent manager. It's similar to GitHub Copilot when you have it on VS Code. And you know what? I think I'm going to do a tutorial doing the same thing, passing the same prompts on VS Code Copilot. Let's see what it brings out, whether it gives us something else or something similar. Right? We're going to try both. Then I will let you guys know. Please don't forget to subscribe. Please, this is my first tutorial video. I hope you guys really understood it and went with the flow. But don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe at the end. Thanks so much for watching. If you love content like this, please, you need to subscribe. See you in my next video. Bye.